Let me tell you a story from my life. We have to go back to the autumn of 2022 when I was on I believe, the best trip of my life yet so far. More especially a cruise organized by my school. We went abroad. I'm from Poland. We were swimming on the seas of Italy and France. And something fucked up with my phone. I didn't have internet there. I didn't have the internet abroad, just only when we got back to the borders of my country. I've noticed something very interesting there. I've noticed that even though I have no internet, I used to click on the Instagram icon, on the TikTok icon, when I was a little bored. And even though those apps weren't loading, they loaded like 3 posts that were somehow remembered. And I've noticed myself opening those apps 3rd time, 4th time, 5th time, like for nothing, for seeing the same posts I've already seen. Because well, nothing was loading. That's when it hit me. That's when it hit me how of a distraction it was in my life. What noise it was creating. And one evening, one night, when we were chatting, we were playing like some social game. I've got a question: what is the most useless app on my phone right now? Well, those two. It was something I would probably do it myself, but even though I could, I got a little push to get rid of those apps, and I did. Something even more interesting. For the next 2 days, I used to click on the place where the Instagram and TikTok were, even though there were different apps or empty spaces there. So yeah, the change of an environment can bring you like clear perspective on your problems, some fresh look on what you have to improve. Maybe you don't realize what is creating some noise in your life, because that was those 2 apps for me. They were creating a lot of noise, distracting me from important things, taking my attention, taking my drive to do anything while I could just click when I was bored. That was one of my main problems. And even though I somehow knew that they were bad, at this time I was like 3 months into self-improvement. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I could have known that I have to get rid of those apps, but somehow that I was coping with them. I needed some fresh look at the situation to realize how useless they were for me. And this is probably what you need. You need to look at your life, your situation, from a different perspective, because you may not see something that is so obvious if you look at it properly. So the next time you have an offer to go hiking, for example, I don't say you have to go on a cruise, because not everyone may like that. Everyone may like to spend a couple of days away from the coast, It's just to your preference, and just do something to, in a different environment, have at least a short while to think by yourself. Because I don't want you to go to some big city for 2 weeks and, everywhere you can go clubbing, you can go to restaurant, anything. Like some social events and parties every day in your hotel you spend your time where, or maybe your neighbors in the hostel being so party like, I don't know. I would rather choose a place where you have guaranteed some place to think. Probably outside of your room, of your accommodation. So if you go hiking, of course you can think for multiple hours while going through mountains. On a cruise, of course, I don't have to tell you. Those nights were amazing, where there was nothing there but you, your crew, sea, and a lot of stars, because there was no fake light, no electricity light. that is the place where the deepest realizations hit you. Those are the times where you are able to find who you really are, how you really are. Meditation is like trying to imitate this environment. When you meditate, you're able to get this calm moments, calm 10 minutes, calm 15 minutes. You know, even if you do it every day, it's very good for you. You know, I definitely say that you should be meditating, especially when you feel that you have some problems, because this is the way how you can identify them in your home environment, in your basic life, just to say it like that. But when you go somewhere else, you think in a different way. You have to change your habits of living, because you don't go to the bathroom the same way you were going to the bathroom. You don't eat the same way you were eating in the same place. Everything has to change, and with that, your ability to think changes, because you have to develop to the new situation, and with that, what was like a usual day for you changes in every way, not only in those that were needed. So if you change the environment for a while, for a week, for example, you may be hit with the highest and most important realizations of your life. So the next time you have an offer to go somewhere calmer, maybe just a walk in the forest, maybe a hike to the highest mountain of your country, think twice before you reject it, because it may change your life. Now go make your way to better future.